Perfect.
And then I ordered 40 more.
We'll talk about that in the next one. Guys, so Scott's about to give you a breakdown of...
So essentially what we have here is the 507C, okay, and a 407C. Now I've got a red one, and I brought a red 507C. They make a green one. It's called the 507C GR, and this is a 407C GR. A lot of people don't know the difference.
It's got to give me a headache, man.
Yeah, I know, right? All the different numbers but a lot of people don't realize that the 507C comes in green and red, and the 407C GR comes in green and red.
And what's the color difference? Why is there a color difference?
Well, so both models, the 507C and the 407C, they both have essentially there's a green and a red for 507 and there's a green and a red for 407.
Well, what's the difference in the color? It's like, is people colorblind or not, or what's going on?
Well, some people like green, some people like red.
What?
Yeah,
that's
some people
the difference?
that's it. That's the only difference.
Matter of preference?
That's it. Matter of preference. And so now people don't realize this though, and they don't realize that the 407C is the same size as the 507C.
Now, where did you learn all these terms, man?
Because I've been doing this for over 10 years. So I've been selling hollow since they came out.
The other part is Scott's a nerd, guys.
I'm a nerd.
I am too when it comes to food and nutrition. So I can't. I'm calling.
I need to be when it comes to food and nutrition.
But the thing is he really nerds out like I do about proteins, the Greek word. I can do all that too with food, but I love how fascinating this is to you.
Yeah.
And how important it is for you to deliver this to these people.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
So again, you're representative for Holosun.
Correct. I'm an authorized, SWAToptics is an authorized dealer of Holosun products.
And which one do you prefer out of these, 2 or 3?
Well, essentially, this is a different one. This is called the ACSS Vulcan. Now, this one comes in green and red as well. I didn't bring all of them, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
Look, when he says all of them, guys.
That means so all of them would be a red and green ACSS Vulcan. That would be a red and green 507C. And that would be a red and green 407C. So obviously, for the time of the video, we're not going to do all of that.
No, and I'm saying that because when we go to Scott's next gun show, I'll record a tons of stuff. But I tell you now, this dude, it's like 2 rows of tables. It's all kinds of optics. So this is child's play.
Oh yeah, we have more optics than shields. So people don't even know it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I've literally been there and helped you load and unload.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's crazy watching this up, but I'm excited to get back and see it again because I know more now.
Just the amount of optics that we drop ship to clients too. You see how people there picking up their optics. So,
nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop. So, yeah.
So which one would you sell to a beginner?
So, well, it all depends on the actual user. So a lot of times people will tell me, let's start before we get into the Vulcan, because almost no one knows what the Vulcan is.
Well, let's say that one for last.
Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is unbox these both really quick. So this is a 507C, okay? And this has never been opened. So
yeah, literally, man. Look, this is like literally Christmas to a guy who's fascinated or fancies guns. And this thing's not want to cooperate, man. This thing's like silver Gorilla Glue or something.
Oh yeah, this is a lot of times. This is whenever you get an optic from Holosun, they make it almost impossible to get the damn thing out of there.
That's because if you open it, you're supposed to keep it for life.
Well, if you open them, you probably will keep them for life because these things are tougher than nails. I've sold them to air marshals. I've sold them to
air marshals, the people who stay on the
federal air marshals. Yes, correct. Now this is a 507C. Okay. Now what is the difference between a 507C and a 407C? Essentially, it's your MRS. Now what is your MRS? Your MRS is your multiple reticle system. So right here, I'm going to show you. So I brought a green 407C and a red 507C. So you'll be able to see the difference. That doesn't mean you can't get green. You can get green in a 507C as well. And so I'm going to turn them both on, and you see the solar on both of these.
Yeah.
And they're both the exact same size. They're both RMR footprint, so they'll fit any handgun. They'll fit any handgun that is RMR compatible.
What will fit on this Beretta? Anything? You got
nothing, because you'll have to have it milled. It's not optics compatible.
Oh, guys, I don't even know about that. So it's got to be milled on the Beretta.
Correct. That's correct. That's correct. So. But once you get there, then you're golden. So I'm going to show this one real quick. Okay.
I feel like we're on QVC right now, but just for that. If Lloyd Grenier was doing her thing, it's like
the QVC for men.
I'm going to give you a detailed breakdown on the red and green dot.
This is the QVC for men. Okay. So.
QVC for men, that would be something.
Dude, I'm telling you, it would be. Well, but then some women might get upset because there's a lot of women that buy optics too.
Hey, when they can come on the show, we always need a little female touch.
It definitely would help. Okay, so right here, and I'm gonna turn it down because my camera makes it balloon. But right here, you got the circle dot. Okay, and you can see it right here. We're center mass A zone, right there.
I think what I don't like about these optics, I can't see no optic on me, man.
Yeah, but you also, if you could see it on you, then anybody around you could see it too. The good thing is this LED is projecting on this lens and not projecting on you because it would give me away. Make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense until you're the one being targeted.
Yeah. All right, now watch this. Now look what we go to. This is my favorite right here. This is where we go to the dot. Okay, the dot is absolutely amazing, right? When you want to hit very small targets, you can turn this thing way down, and it makes it appear much smaller than a 2 MOA dot.
Now, why would you turn the dot down as far as size is concerned if you want to hit a small target? Like, wouldn't a bigger dot?
Yeah, cover it up. So a lot of times you'll see people run like 6 MOA dots. They go, man, that's what I want for competition. Well, that's fantastic, but now guess what? The problem is now you can't. You're covering up your target. So if you have a very small target, you can't see it. 6 MOA, 1 MOA is 1.047 inches. So if I'm shooting a target at 100 yards with a pistol, and it's a 6 MOA dot, and I'm shooting a 4-inch target, and you get the point, and it's a 6 MOA dot, I'm covering up over 6 inches of the target.
Yeah. So you literally could miss or hit nothing at the same time.
Correct. Now, when you get into the 407C, which is the same thing here, okay? It's the same thing here. When you get into this one, you got the 407C GR, and you've got the 507C. The 507C versus the 407C, this is your 407C is going to look just like this. The green one is going to look like this, except it's just a green dot. And you won't be able to change your reticle settings. The 507C, while it's the same size, allows you the ability to change your reticle. So you can change it to circle dot, circle, right here, or circle dot. And you can make it brighter. Both of them are going to be plenty daytime bright. These things get ridiculously bright. They're both fantastic optics, and you can see they're both the same size. They're both RMR footprints.
Now,
they both have
big
solar
is the
compatibility.
optic industry, Scott?
As far as dollar value, I don't know.
Well, see, again, you're about to increase the market value of the industry just because of the stuff you're going to bring. But when I look at industries, the numbers give us perspective. The value add is, okay, how big can I make this thing? So in your case, how many people have you met that didn't know that optics were important or added as much value as you've shown us tonight?
I have gone with many people out, for example, where we go out, and I've had so many people tell me, this target is, I shoot targets at 500 yards, 600 yards all day long with iron sights. Okay, great. We put the target out there that we're shooting at 500-600 yards, and you would be surprised at the people that can't hit the target. But they say they can. They'll tell you that they can. They'll look at you straight up. And then the moment you get them out, they're like, well, I didn't bring the right ammunition today. It's okay. What do you normally shoot? 77 grain. It's okay. I got you. I got that for you. Don't worry. And they're like,
he's got all the bullets. It's like going to Bass Pro Shop.
yeah, exactly. So I try to come prepared for those. But having an optic on your firearm, iron sights are great. They always work, right? They're always there. There's no batteries required. Okay, I love iron sights. I am very familiar with iron sights. Okay, I've had to qualify with them before. However, having and I don't remember the exact statistics of the study, but for example, they took the majority of people that had failed, and I think it was the Army. The majority of the people that failed, and the statistics are going to be a little off. I don't remember exactly what it was.
So it's paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing, correct. But 75 or 80% of the people that failed the competition, 90% of the people that failed the Army qualification with a handgun, they put an optic on it, and 75% of them qualified immediately right after they put a red dot on.
So the red dot matters.
The red dot really matters. It makes things much. Now there is a difference of height over bore. So when you're used to grabbing your gun and presenting, you're normally used to lining up the irons, and the red dot might sit a little bit higher. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to. However, the functionality's there. You're going to be much more accurate. You're going to be much quicker. Look at everybody that's running competitions. If that's not proof, I don't know what is.
So you have it now. I'm gonna have to clue you. We got to go to a gun competition.
Let's go. I want to register. I've won some before a long time ago. I want to go again.
I'm just a camera guy. But we learned quite a bit. I feel like this last optic that we talked about has to get its own video.
Oh, it does.
Well,
that one is wicked. Can you say Chevron?
Well, again, we had Holosun
507C. and then the 507 and the 407C GR. So the difference is green and red. I didn't even show the 407C. There's no point. It's a dot. I showed you what it does on that.
And even more importantly, you can do what? Add variables to the dot. So it can go bigger, you can get smaller.
Yeah, technically it doesn't get bigger or smaller. It gets brighter, and that makes it appear bigger or smaller. So
a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There we have it, guys. Listen. I love chastising Scott about this stuff. We're here to get some work done. You're watching the beginning stages of swatoptics online, presenting itself to the world of YouTube.
That's it. 100%. Yeah.
And him mastering his approach. I'm just driving the conversation, man. He's leading.
You got a good job at it. Thank you.
Hey, man. I'm here to help. That being said, follow you where?
Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. And we're also starting to put videos on TikTok too.
Oh, there we have it, people. Now, don't forget to subscribe. If you like this kind of content, definitely comment below. Ask him about other things that you're interested in learning. When you see this video one day, hopefully you learn something. But if you watch this one, you have to watch another one. So stay tuned, people. The optics. Well, we got to come with a name for you, man.
We got to come up with a name. That's a must. That was good, dude.